Let me share a story with you. I heard this story a while back about two boys. Well, I do not know if the story is true, but I don't think it is true. Maybe just an illustration, okay? The both of them went to a Baba, I don't know the kind of Baba, to go and ask, tell us what the future holds. And he looked at one. He said, you'll be the next king. The moment this king is dead, you are the next. That's your destiny. The other one, he called him. Said, say, my own sir, tell me my own future. He said, you'll be a servant of servants. Okay? That's your own destiny. You will serve. You will live in servitude all your life. And the both of them left. The future king left with joy. The future servant left with pain. And they both went to make different decisions. So the future king got a chair and put in front of his house and told people, when you are passing, respect me. I'm the next king. Everybody's passing. Oh, Balola, future king, king tomorrow. Well done, sir. They will greet him. And they will pass. Then the one that was told to be a servant said to himself, I will leave this place. I will go far away into the jungle. I will till the ground. I will plant my crops. I will do everything I should do. I want to see how I will become anybody's servant. And they both chose their life. The one that was said will become king sat down there 5 years, 10 years. The king had not died. The one that said will become a servant was already working and planting and selling to different neighboring villages. And finally the king died. And when the king died, there was famine. So people started running up and down. Where can we get food? And somebody said, we heard of a man who is actually part of the villagers here, but he has a big farm far away. Let's beg him for food. Then they made a meeting and said, you know what? Let's beg him to give us food, then become our king. And that's how they did. The Bible said, I've seen a mystery under the heaven. I've seen kings and princes on their feet and servants on horses. Hands do cross. Once one person becomes overconfident, hands do cross. Be careful of the people you despise. Destinies change, sir. People make decisions and go. God said, go and tell Eli, I have decided that you and your father will be priests before me forever. But now, God can change his mind. See, a time is coming, and I want to tell you this. Don't forget what I'm telling you. You may cry now, you may groan, because you feel things should have been better. But let me tell you something. A time is coming that things will change, and you will wish your troubles were more. Because you will look back and see how the problems shaped you. You will just wish in your heart, I just wish I experienced this one too. Because you will meet people in it and find out you don't have a message for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't mourn it. Don't mourn it. It is God shaping us. Say, God is shaping us. Say it again, God is making us. Say, God is shaping me. Is making me. Is remolding my life. Is structuring me for the future. In the name of Jesus. Woo. You know, growing up, I spend more time crying than I talk to people. Oh yes, I will just lock my door and weep and weep. And I know what depression is firsthand. Firsthand. One time I started going to parties. On Sunday, after service, I will not remove my tie. I will go to a party like that. They knew I was not part of them. One time I went for a party, so I also doubled as my friend's party. So I don't know whether I was the DJ at this party or something. I was a DJ before, all right? So, yeah, DJ son. I don't know how I got there, but I said I got there. And there was this thing they call devil's basket. Do you know it? You know it? You are confused. Do you know devil's basket? Okay, I expected you to know it. So the thing they write many, we don't know who used to sit down to write those things. They will write many things, funny stuff. So people will pick. So they ask a girl to pick one. Then the girl picked. I'll find a girl like that. So what was inside was that the girl will dance with somebody without her legs touching the ground and then kiss the person, and then that's the devil's basket instruction. The girl looked around and said, I pick you, TDJ. Hey, me. I'm not that deep. It's problem that brought me here. Okay. So when I started begging, they just found out that, see, this guy is not part of us. Let's just allow him go. You know, you find people in situations, but you don't know that that's not who they are. I want to teach you two things. All right. I'll show you a few scriptures. Is that okay? Number one, be careful of the bargains you make when your bones are broken. I'm going to tell you what I mean. Be careful of the bargains you make when your bones are broken. That is, when you have been exposed to the other part of life that is not so pleasant. One of the things, listen to what I want to tell you. One of the things that is likely going to happen is that you will make bargains based on the present, not based on the future. So let me explain. I said something when I said the series Love and Vows, that never ask anybody out until you know who you are. Never strike a deal until you know who you are. Because eventually, when you begin to find out who you are, you will discover that you have settled for less. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me show you now. The book of Genesis. Listen to my story. When Joseph was in the prison, some two boys were with him. He gave them words. You will come out, you will be killed, right? The one that said will come, I said will come. Joseph said, when you get there, please tell the king about me. The fellow that they were just bringing out of pity. If he brings Joseph out, what is the highest position they can put Joseph? Junior butler. Meanwhile, the intention of God is that he's coming out, and the same day he will be the prime minister. What was his negotiation? Junior butler. Listen to what I'm saying. When favor is not working, God is not trying to bring you out through favor. Favor has limitation. He wants to bring you out as a needed vessel, competence. There are times that you say, God, why am I so disfavored? Because the person you are expecting favor for cannot put you above himself. And the way God wants to bring you out is to bring you to a place higher. So when favor looks like it is expired, then God brings you out, and then, like, this is not favor. They need you. When they brought Joseph out, it was not favor. They will not survive without him. Do you understand what I'm saying? What was his bargain? Anyhow. Some of you are bargaining. Anyhow. Let me just leave Nigeria, even if not Ghana. Meanwhile, in another 3 years, this same man is coming. The president is sending a car, go and pick him. What is his bargain? Even if not by boat, because you can't see well. Open your eyes and see. You don't know who you are. That's the first thing. Be careful of the deals you strike. Just marry me and let me live this singleness. If only you know who you are.